Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome here or welcome to Saudi Arabia, whatever you like. My name is Jamie. I live in Saudi Arabia where it's a great time, and I have a collection of makeup that just keeps getting larger all the time. So let's talk about it. And today I'm gonna do a pretty fast but vaguely inspired makeup look. Yeah. And I'm gonna use the BPerfect Carnival Allstars palette because I bought it just about a month ago and I still haven't used it, so let's go ahead and use it. So it is a 24 pan palette, I believe, for £24.99 British pounds, and this is what it looks like. It's a, kind of your run-of-the-mill rainbow palette. I mentioned this in a video that you haven't seen yet. Maybe, I presume, I don't know. Personally, I don't really own a rainbow palette, and I do not own any of the Carnival 1 or 2 palettes. I did buy the Antidote palette, which is the third palette in the series, because it was very much a me type of palette. But otherwise, I'm not sure that I would get it. Yeah. The original Carnival palettes are 42 something shades or whatever, and I just don't need, there's something like that, I'm not sure. I just don't need that volume in my life. 24 works out much better for me, and this is a good travel size. I know a lot of people were a little bit confused about why BPerfect would do that, but for my purposes, I'm okay with it. So let's get started. I've been thinking about a lurk. What kind of lurk do I want to do? I think I'm gonna try and dip into some blue-green. Yeah, I'm trying to shake up my situation a little bit. I'm kind of going through it with things, so this is the first time I've filmed in a minute. But I'm gonna go in with Mood, this dark blue down here. And yeah, let's get started. I'm just gonna put that kind of in my crease a little bit, the outer part of my crease, and really set that down. I have not used this palette yet, even to play with at home, so it's time. I like how I give my cats a snack, and instead of sleeping, they just run around. I'm kind of doing some shapes and maybe a look that is inspired by Makeup Missa, because I used her code to buy these palettes, so I might as well. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna go into Forest, this green shade right here. I'm gonna take what's left of the Mood on my brush, and I'm just gonna kind of go into Forest as well. I really want to use Reef, this kind of aquamarine shade. So yeah, I have been going through it. Yeah. I'm kind of willing myself to get back to something like makeup, because I need to work on something, or I need to try to maintain some sense of myself. I'm gonna go into Reef now, and I'm just gonna place that up top here. I wish it were more pigmented. There we go. Okay, never mind, I lied. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a time, personally, in my personal life. So, things in general, generally speaking, with my job are, I wouldn't say, I'll put it bluntly, I really don't like my job. My job is super frustrating, and I hate talking about it right now, but that's kind of what the deal is. My job's super frustrating. I work with children that can't read, in a nutshell. And I'm going in now with Ecstasy, this very vibrant green here. This is fun. I'm liking this. This is good. So I kind of end up with kids that are teaching kids that no one has really had much success with so far in class, and also just mistakes have been made along the way with a lot of these kids. And you know, what are you doing? I wouldn't mind being, say, an English teacher. I wouldn't mind being a history teacher or social studies, because that's all what I studied. I enjoyed studying it. I think that I could really teach that, but right now I am teaching the alphabet. So it's not very stimulating work, we'll put it that way. The success is kind of marginal. And then the working hours is really where the rubber hits the road. I wake up at 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning most days. Looking for a brush, sorry. And yeah, that's just pretty much not fun. No matter where you are or what you're doing, like it's pretty no good. No one really wants to do that. I'm like emotionally tired. I'm like psychologically tired. I'm just really not enjoying the situation. When I was teaching online, it was much better for me. I just kind of don't have the temperament for teaching really young kids all the time. Like I'm pretty good with kids, but they definitely have to, like I have a type, and you know, usually that's fine, but just working with these kids is really understimulating and really frustrating. Did I mention I have ADD? So there's that. Like, it's just very, very, very frustrating to try and teach these kids something that is so basic. And I come up against a lot of resistance, in the sense that the environment that they go home to doesn't support me or their learning necessarily. And then also there's a lot of undiagnosed learning differences. So cumulatively, and I went in with the black, I'm sorry. I went in with Mystic, this black. So we're about here right now. I'm just gonna kind of blend a little bit, go back in with Mood. The blue, the first dark blue, and just kind of blend that edge just slightly. So then, on top of that, I'm already pretty stressed out, pretty just, you know, unhappy in a lot of ways. And my cat died in the States. Not one of my kitties here, alhamdulillah, but my cat at home, one of my cats at home, unexpectedly died. Just heart attack, died, gone. Really unexpected, really, there was nothing that could be done. So, you know, it just puts into perspective that I'm gone doing something really unrewarding. I don't really feel like I have that, I don't know, like, I don't really have a great experience in Saudi Arabia. or I'm not, I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm really living that much, which sounds weird, but like, I just don't feel like I do a whole lot that I couldn't do somewhere else. And like, I didn't elect to live abroad and live away from my family and, you know, have this sort of thing happen in order to not benefit from it in some way, I guess. I don't know. The argument becomes like, well, you are benefiting from it. You're getting money. And I'm here to tell you, not really. Not really. Things have been better for me. And then also, yeah, when my cat died, like, I took a day off from work. I kind of survived until the weekend, and then over the weekend, I kind of had an executive function meltdown, like just total meltdown. You know, not ideal. As in, like, I feel like my ADD is manageable-ish. You know, I have my good days, I have bad days, but left untreated, it can get the best of me. So when I kind of combine that with, for example, grief, very overwhelming, big feelings of grief, you know, obviously like depression or sadness, general sadness. Yeah, it just sets me way off. And I'm not always in a situation where I can help that. And yeah. So cue in like full scale meltdown. Just absolutely having a bad time. So I don't have problems with like hyperactivity. I have problems with executive function. I have problems with depression. I have problems with energy and mental clarity. Like, I just get really overwhelmed when I feel like I can't make decisions. I just lay down. You know, I have a bunch of symptoms like hyperfocus, like right now. Hyperfocus on things I really enjoy. But, you know, like when I'm having kind of an existential meltdown, that kind of goes out the window, you know? It's just not fun. And my boyfriend gets it, but also doesn't get it sometimes. Like, it's not, and that's the thing, is that like I'm not like this all the time either. You know, there's kind of a threshold. But yeah, kind of once I've met that threshold, it's useless. I'm useless. I can't do anything else. And yeah, like, he gets the fun end of like mood swings, you know? Like pretty chaotic mood swings. And yeah. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, no, there are things I can do about it. That's not true. But just like, I just don't all the time get the sense that, not that he doesn't believe me, but just that he doesn't recognize it for what it is. Like, he's not kind of seeing the forest for the trees a little bit. I don't know. I just wish I was in a situation where I was happy. You know, to be fair, it would be more worth it. It would be more worthwhile, everyone's while. You know, even being in a relationship with me, it would be more worthwhile, I feel, if I was happy. Hang on, I need to wipe this off. Because, like, it would be more worth everyone's while, like, including being in a relationship with me, if I was happier in my job, if I felt valued more, if I felt like what I was doing made any kind of impact or difference, and I could see that from day to day, but I'm just kind of surviving. And also, if I could just fucking sleep, if I could just, like, I get so burned out, just absolutely mentally, emotionally burned, scorched. And like, I can't, even if there is something fun to go to, which there seldom is, even if there were, like, would I want to go do it? Probably not. You know, to be honest. Why would I? Ensure that I'm able to function at my highest capacity for a job I don't like. Like, I don't feel like I'm really doing anything other than just, like, trying to survive. Just trying to keep my head up and do the best I can, because, you know, like, it's not like it's the fault of these kids. Not really. It's not that they didn't choose to be in this situation. Adults chose for them, you know? That just means that I have to be better than the adults that put them in this situation, at least slightly. But I'm not necessarily designed or capable of that in a given situation. But I can do my best. So, what do you know? What can you do? So we're about here. It's going kind of cute. It's kind of cute, right? I don't know. I really want to use this Starlight shade. Starlight, and then maybe fade into rose pink. Sure. So, not to be gloomy, but the wonderful subject of my compensation. Yeah, I don't really make enough to make it worthwhile. You know, if I was making even a bit more, like maybe $1,000, even more, I could maybe justify it a little bit better, but $1,000 every month is not going to bring my cat back. I'm never going to see him again. And I've had 3 pets die in the last year at home. 2 were from old age, so, you know, it was coming. And this one was not by no means expected, but, you know, this is just kind of a foreshadowing of what's to come. If I stay away, inevitably I'm going to receive more bad news, you know, on a long enough timeline. Not to be morbid, but a bit morbid. That is a beautiful shape. That is the eventuality of things. And, you know, I know my family knows that I'm doing what I need to do, but do I have to do that? But do I have to? But do I actually have to? Is this worth it? I don't know. Very sad subject. Sorry. It's not enjoyable. I don't know, my friend just got bad news as well. Her dad is very sick. Very, very sick. And he's in a country that it's very difficult to receive any kind of quality medical care. So all of the siblings are living abroad and are trying to get him to Emirates, Dubai, in order to receive medical care, proper medical care, which is really good. But, you know, like, my family will eventually experience something. You know, you just never know. And I haven't, like, for instance, I haven't been home for Christmas in 5 years. And I'd love to, but I can't. There's no time. This is turning out kind of fiery, I will say. You know, I'd like to go home for Christmas. My job won't let me. And again, it's just not ringing true to me that this is worthwhile. My pets mean the world to me. And I'll never see Miko again. It's very sad. Anyway, I'm gonna put on some liner now. This is a whole other video, but I made some predictions last year for my self makeup, what I was gonna do, and like a couple of them were right, but most of it was not true. One of those things was I was convinced at the time I was moving back to Egypt. I'm not in Egypt. That situation, but suffice to say, I am not in Egypt. As you can probably tell, I did do my base first. The fallout isn't too bad, actually. So that's kind of nice. I'm just gonna put this brush back and I need to wash it. There. Just gonna go back into Mystic the Black and kind of pat this out, blend at the edge. I said today at work, as I often do, because I was like, man, I need to use my BPerfect palette. I really, really do. And I am so glad, because she did something kind of like this, a little bit, except more winged out. And this is turning out real fun. I'm going into my lower lash line a little bit. Just gonna kind of complete the circle of chaos. And I think what I'm gonna try to do is bring, I don't know, maybe a pink or a purple or an orange. I don't know. I think we're gonna go, oh boy. I'm gonna start with this lit color. I wanna end up using coral. Because I think what I want to do, maybe, bring, yep, a little bit of this electric green down, and then I'll dip into a yellow and then kind of tie it together. So I'm going to do that now. For my under eyes, they're so dry. I put eyelid primer on it, or on them. It's not a mistake per se, but damn. What was I doing? All right, and then I'm gonna go into coral. My eyes are so goopy. Does anyone get that way? And then I'm gonna go back and run that yellow. Take my finger and put some more starlight on and put that on my inner corner. There's probably, I don't know, there are better shades to put here for sure, but not in this palette. And I want to keep to just this palette. For my next party trick, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and put some Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes in the shade Lightning Bolt. I'm gonna put that kind of on my line, my lash line, up on the top. For something more fun. We're going for it today. These are really fun to work with. You don't really need any, you don't need any lash glue or glue. What am I saying? Glitter glue with these. Oh, it's kind of self-adhering. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna scoop out some, put it on my hand, and then close it, because that is how you dry out your products. So see, it looks like this. And I'm going to try and pack some on. There we go. I really like this shade because you could actually like put it on, like you could just put on like a cute little neutral eye, like run a brown in your crease and then put this on your lid and you're done. Like, they are really fun. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put some, just a little bit on my inner corner. I guess this pink liner thing too, it was from Melt, in case you're interested. It's from the Amore Mariposa collection. It was kind of on a tangent and a little bit teary, so I didn't want to, or not even teary, I don't know. I was kind of flowing, you know. Okay, so I'm going to put on my lashes, finish my makeup, and then I'll give you the rundown. Okay, so this is the finished look. I love it. I know that this turned into way more about me. Hi, Yoda. Hi, baby. This turned into a discussion more about me and less about the palette, but this is really nice. This is really nice. I'm so happy with this. This, oh, what is it? What shade is it? Hang on. This Starlight shade, this one, this kind of flaky situation here is so pretty. I think you could probably use it as a topper for something else and really bring out different tones in it, but just as it is, I'm really happy with how it all worked. I am correct in the assessment that I don't think I needed those big palettes. I'm not gonna run out and get them anytime soon or anything like that. But, you know, for the price, for the convenience, for the amount of shades, I think the Carnival Allstars palette is really a good choice. If you're kind of like me and you haven't bought all of the other, if you haven't purchased the other palettes, I think this is a good choice. I enjoyed it. I thought it performed really nicely. I'm really pleased. The Starlight shade needed some finagling just because it is more flaky, but that's okay. I didn't have really bad fallout. The black too, I'm really impressed with in that it's very controllable. Like all of these shades, you can kind of build them up and you don't have to worry about them kind of going out because they're pigmented, but they maintain some control. Like it's nice. So I'm impressed with the formula. I'm happy with the formula. Yeah, rave reviews. Big stars. 5 stars. Hamza Najma. There you go. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you would like to see next. I have plans for videos. I just need to do them and not feel like crap. And do them. Shout out. Okay, avert your eyes if you feel some type of way. But this lip gloss is my new favorite freaking lip gloss. And it's Celebrity Skin. Yeah. Like, it just takes on the most incredible tone on me. I don't know why. I like the lipstick, but the lip gloss is super comfortable. It's pigmented. It's nice. It smells good. Yoda. I know people feel some type of way, so I'm not trying to plug it, but this is a good formula. It's a good product, I gotta tell you. So also shout out, I took out and used my foundation and concealer from Beauty Creations. I like it so far. It's a bit dry here and there, but not bad. I'm more oily, so I'm not really that concerned. Powdering it may have been a mistake, but that's okay. That's okay. Anyhow, back to my outro like a normal person. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Say hey. Come hang out. Yeah. Have a good day. Brr.